Okay, so um, again, this week I started off with what I call the Tadlife Plan, and I said I'll start to outline certain ways that I believe we can be able to help, like rebrand ourselves. I spoke of bringing on board great inventors or innovators, people who have a lot of innovation that they can bring to bear respect to our daily activities and things that we do with respect to our job and all those things. Um, Luckily enough, I got a response, an idea that was in my that is very laudable, and if we could put it into use, will really help. And it came from Rosalind. Rosalind was suggesting that if we could have a platform where such, for example, people with such ideas or such inventions or innovations can be signed on to. If I get here right, where we can place those probably those inventions, innovators, and all that on a platform. So we can create like something like we already have this app that probably if you want to purchase something and all that, there's an app that we have, and then we place those people on it. We place our products on it. So we have this Tonaton, GG, and all those stuff. Um, if only we can get a group of people, or probably someone who is a programmer, who is able to who is a developer, probably an app developer, who probably can come up with an app that we can sign people onto, an app that probably people who have these inventions or innovations with respect to these machines and technologies that help to make our work efficient with respect that I was talking about. For example, our farming. Like I said, I posted a video of a man who was able to develop a gadget that could with just a dial of certain codes on a phone. It could even be a yam. Doesn't matter whether it's yours or another person's phone. Once you're able to dial that code on your phone, it seizes your engine. So should in case your car should be stolen or hijacked or whatever, by just dialing that code, the engine will seize, and probably you can go and track your phone. And like I said, he was able to develop other stuff with respect to feeding machinery, whereby people who probably have been amputated or something, they can still be able to get fed, even in the absence of other people, that they could just do something like he did something that feeds people. Yeah, so that is just one person out of many people who probably are developers, who are builders, who have built a lot of stuff. Because you all bear with me that during the COVID season, we had people who came up with a lot of inventions. Now it's about time we try to create a platform whereby these people can easily be traced. These people can be easily accessible to anyone and everyone who is willing and ready to probably invest into their inventions, or purchase their inventions, or make use of their inventions, or get to know more about their inventions, or probably even learn from them. Probably you can have a workshop or a place where they can educate people that can generate some revenue for them. So if anyone, and that also falls on another form of a group of people like developers, app developers, who can come up with an app that will house all these creative people, all these developers. um we can they in some, most of them are not, they are not that kind of when it comes to they are not literate with respect to how to probably make use of the of social media and all those things. So probably you may be somebody who knows these people, or anyone like that, or in that regard, who is a developer who creates a lot of stuff, and you think that he or she can be of good help to our rebranding. You can probably put that person on, talk with the person, probably it could be the person's marketer or whatever. We get those people on board. And so anyone who is looking to, like I said, who is looking to purchase, invest, or make use of any of these questions, probably you are into farming, or you know somebody who is into farming, or you can see that okay, probably there's a way. Let's look and see who can be able to develop something that can help to be able to make our farming or make our produce much more effective, or probably when it comes to preservative ways of keeping our produce and all that from getting bad and all those. Probably people have come with inventions that we can make use of. So we create this app, and when we sign people on, and people go there to look for those people, it will invite investors to for that matter, because obviously people will be looking to invest into people like this. And like I said, it's not a matter of making it look so attractive. It's not, we are not doing it for luxurious purposes. For now, in a time like this, let's look out for things that the kind of inventions that at least will be effective with respect to what we need it to do. It doesn't need to look so flashy and so attractive. For now, you may not have to put it in a shape whereby it have to be globally marketable. So long as it is effective and can be made use of within domestically, at least let's get it there. Let's get a lot of people, because I've been seeing these videos of people like this trending a lot, and we already hype them, we share them, and after a while it dies off, but nobody makes use of them. Nobody goes does how do you call it, a follow up. Nobody goes to make purchase of it. We only hype them, talk about it. We say Ghana has got talent. You give it all the names and all the this. We share it, get the likes. After that, it dies out. We go back to our old ways of hyping unnecessary stuff on in our social media space. Let's move from there. We can all see what others are doing. People are coming to our country, getting to learn and acquire our skills. They take it out there. They're able to rebrand it, make it their own, and find effective ways of making use of it that it will meet the world market. They will be able to produce more, and now they'll take us out of the market. It's about time that we also find our innovative ways. The ways of our forefathers or ancestors that they used to do things must evolve. We don't have to throw the things that we used to do or our ancestors used to do back in the day. We don't have to throw them away. We have to find innovative ways to let them meet the demands of the times. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm looking out, and I'm rooting for anyone who can come up with an app. It's not something I got to sell to me. It's just like you own it. You own the patents right. You own everything to it. I don't need you to come and give it to me, to sell it to me, whatever. Come up with an app that is going to house developers, that is going to showcase developers that we have in our localities, in our country. You can do it in a way that you can go on there and search for developers around you. So probably somebody in where probably I'm in Kokomlemle, I'm in Kaswa. I search for developers around me, or probably a specific thing that I'm working on, a gadget that can help do this. I search for it, that is near me. It comes a list. I choose it. I try to check what the person is able to do. Probably there might be a short video on it, or probably the person is developed stuff, but he doesn't have specifics. So probably somebody wants a specific gadget for a specific purpose. You go there, you see the people, what they're able to do. They've showcased few of the salary they're able to do. So what do? We contact them, ask them, per this specifications, do you think you can do this for me? I need it to do this A, B, C, D. Okay, the person says, okay, I can do it for you. Okay, what's the time frame? Okay, let's do this. Now it's done. It depends on you, probably. What's going to be the cut, and how is it going to? Are you going to pay upfront? Are you going to go into a contract with the person that wherever we are taking it to, whoever is going to use it? This is the payment plan, or this is how is it? This is the royalty that you stand to gain from. This is your proceeds that you gain from it. Anytime it's being so, anytime use any profits out of what is being used for anything. We are coming up with something. So we can get to work. I'm really calling on people, the developers. We've got people who developing stuff. We develop stuff that we sell other things. We put other things. So probably we sell phones, we sell other things, sneakers and all those stuff. We put it up there. Now the challenge is on us to build an app that showcases or market or houses developers, the inventors who are able to invent stuff. Like I said, a guy that I shared on my wall recently who develops a lot of stuff that he does, a lot of gadgets. We have young ones from some just completed BC, that's JHS, some completed SHS, some I'm not even been to school, whatever. We know them in our corners. People take videos of this, of people like this, and they put them on social media just to trend. People get the likes, people get the view, the comments, and all that. It ends there. I'm pleading with all of us here. It's not about me. I'm not saying that develop this, come and sell it for me, let me own the patent right. I'm not saying that what it's going to be my idea. I'm going to be the one who's going to take the royalties and let's come and sit down. What I'm talking about is that you come up with the idea. I'm giving the idea. Come up with with what? An app. Develop an app. Those app developers. Don't sit down and be waiting, looking for people to come to you and say develop this for me. You have to go the extra mile. Look for opportunities. Look for the angles or avenues or areas of need that you think you can meet those demands and then do something. Like I'm saying, you don't have to wait for someone to come and pay your account money for you that develop this app. It's about time we start to develop app. Look around us at our environment. What are the things that we need to create to be able to help us to develop, to be able to help us create more jobs, to be able to help us to make our work much more efficient. That will help us to innovate, to be innovative, to rebrand and remodel whatever has been in existence. You all know, for example, like this Gary stuff, our ancestors, they always used to, they do it on the open fire, and then they do it and then it dries. They keep turning it. If you know it, if you've been to the villages or those places where they do it, you know how it is done. It's shameful that it had to take certain group of people from another country to come and pick this from us, and they are producing it, and it's much more efficient, the packaging and everything. They are taking us out of market. Now, let's see that's a wake-up call. We have people who are developers. I don't want to go all the way to Suffolk, Kantanka, and all those people. Well, they are self-made. They belong to a different generation. There are a lot more of such kind in our generation. My focus is mainly on our generation because tomorrow falls on us. We need to send a strong signal to the world out there that we have arrived, and we too can be able to do what they always come and sell for us. The COVID time, again, I'm stressing on, during the COVID time, that COVID season, the lockdown time, we saw a lot of programmers, a lot of developers, a lot of whatever, I can name them, coming up with ideas, innovative ideas that could meet us at the point of our need during that time, in that period, and demands of that time. Let's not wait for another COVID, lockdown or something. There's a lot that is going on now. See, our water bodies have been polluted. I don't know, those who are into chemistry and all those stuff, what can we do? I don't know what we can do. You see, with my little whatever, the biogas. Those who are into biogas, there is this organism that being introduced into the manhole or whatever it is, that feeds on the bio waste, and then it turns into clean water. There are ways that we can come up with things. Probably those who can come together and do this, channel it, the water not for consumption. That water that comes out, it comes up as clean. What can be used for? Can we be able to generate something whereby we can generate probably those schools, those SHS or whatever. These developers, can we come up with something that, one, we can turn it to biogas that can be used for cooking, because there we have a lot of waste, human excreta that comes. So yes, we have enough for biogas. Now, when you do the biofuel, it converts all that into clean water, relatively clean. Can it be channeled to probably livestock somewhere or something? Let's come up with something. Let's come up with innovative ideas. The era of always trying to make money, quick money, waiting and folding our arms for the money to come to us, it is over. At this time, we need to rebrand our home. We need to now place our skills on the table. That it's our contribution to the national development or continental development. It's not going to be basically about give me my money. Yes, obviously you make money, but the good thing about this is that if we should go a step further to say that this is a national agenda, we are not only going to make money, we are going to build a brand that when all is said and done, and there's this stability with respect to what developmental issues, and we are already seeing development and result out of this creative acts and stuff that we are going to do, obviously people will fall on you. When you do this stuff right now, and then you're even able to introduce it to probably those public schools, government schools, because of government's whatever interference and all that, it's going to be a bit difficult. We could approach the private schools and all those schools and all that, introduce this to them, so that this is this, let's pilot study, let's pilot this, we are doing this, okay, for the first 1 month let's study it, you not pay me. You know that it's an investment that you are making. You know that once you believe in your craft, you know that it will pay off, it will yield results. You are rest assured that indeed the next month you'll be getting paid. The next month you'll be covering up all that you invested. It's an investment, it's your business, it's your skill. You cannot throw it away. So you find an innovative way to let it become a bigger brand. I'm sick and tired of us always trying to sell for money. People come recently, there was this bag. Had to do it for bag that we have to get. And you see, this issue of always coming up with a product, you know, we have this culture of we do it first, it looks good. So for example, this is my packaging for whatever I did. It looks good. I put it out there on social media. Everybody likes it. They begin to ask about it. Begin to purchase. Probably I make my first 2 or 3 sales, and I start to reduce the quality of whatever I'm doing. The packaging becomes poor because I think now I've captured a few people, and it's all about money. But probably you maybe I invested 5 CDs into this to make it look solid, and I was able to sell it for, let's say, 7 CDs. Now, because I've been able to make it 7 CDs, that's 2 CDs profit. I think I'm wiser than everybody. So now, the next time, because I've captured some group of people, or I've made some markets, the next time I'm going to do this thing, I'll spend 2 CDs. So now the quality is poor. As the quality is poor, I'm not even going to sell it at 5 CDs or 7 CDs. I'm now going to sell it at 10 CDs. I'm spoiling my markets. That's the problem that we do not see. That's the problem that we have not realized, that is keeping us down. It's destroying our own business. Once we do the first 2-3 times and people are in love with it, people have chosen to be loyal to that brand or that product, and they want to buy, they purchase it. So you see that somebody buys something from someone 1, 2, the 3rd time, the quality is poor. When you complain, they have a culture of rubbishing your complaint. They don't respect your complaint, probably because the first time you were always the first to go and make a purchase. The 3rd time when you went, you got about 10 people making a purchase. So now demand is high. So there's disrespect for the older existing customers. Let me tell you one thing. When you go into a little about business and all that, your customers are not those who come the first time. Your customers are those who are already there. Don't be quick to try and capture the market. Don't be quick to try and gather enough money or to get new people on board. Make sure that you're able to maintain those who started with you, or those who have been buying or have started with your product and had shown good faith and have fallen in love with your products. Make sure you keep them. They are the ones who tell your story. Imagine somebody who has been with you, or has been believing your brand, has been purchasing your brand, has been paying for your brand for 20 years. And somebody who, for the first time, you're able to wow that person for the first month, and you can speak good about your brand. When you put these 2 people out there to speak to the public, who do you think people would pay attention to more? Who do you think will build that credibility for you? Who do you think will pull the market for you? Who do you think will build that trust from others for you? Believe you me, the one who has been with you for 10 years, because he has gotten enough proof. He has seen it all. He has tried it all. So when he's speaking, somebody will say that, okay, this person has used your product for this long. That's why sometimes we always go for existing products that have been there because they've been tried and tested, and we've got proof of it. People have gone through it. I've tried it several times. I've purchased it. I've used it for a very long time. Somebody goes like the other time we are going to buy a television set at Melcom, and when we went, we asked for different brands and all that. And the guy said that what he's been using the particular brand. That's what we are going to buy. He said he has been using it. He bought it since 2010. He still has it. At the mention of that alone, we stopped looking elsewhere. We said, okay, we will buy this one. We are not ready to go and buy those new ones that have come into the market, and probably there's so much marketing going on and all that. No. I'm talking about something that's quality, something that can stand the test of time. Now let's apply that to our products. You see, people, we come with so many innovative ideas that are always on social media, comes up, and you sometimes, Charlie, we give them support. You want to purchase, want to buy the first 2-3 times. The fourth time, you buy your head in shame. Probably you probably introduce that product to someone, or you were able to attest to the fact that this product is good, so please go and buy it. By the time the person goes to buy it, quality has depreciated because the seller or the manufacturer feels that he's getting market, he's getting paid, so he doesn't respect those who are buying it anymore. That's in it and throws it out there because they'll buy it. Something that once you buy it, you take it, you cannot return it. So yes, I got my money, but yes, they might not return that product for their money, but they will not return again for another product from you. Let's focus on building a brand rather than making money off the table. When we build a brand, it will attract all the money we want. When we are able to build a brand, we will just be asleep, and then people will be at our doorstep from dawn till morning just to buy from us because they know that this brand is solid. When I buy this from this person, I don't need to be keeping an eye on it. I can rest my head, knowing very well that this brand will take me through a period of time. So please, we have, like I said, other apps that whereby we put our stuff there, we are selling it. It's all about whether it's their stuff that we purchase from outside and all those stuff. Fair enough, yeah. Kudos to all those people, and yeah, it's going, it's trending, it's making it. Yeah, people are making it. People are putting their stuff there, houses, cars, blah blah blah. Now, my challenge to those developers is it's about time we develop an app that solely focuses on Ghanaian products, Ghanaian innovators, Ghanaian inventions. If you can go broad, probably African stuff. There is no better way to build African markets. There's no better way to build an African market to have that kind of continental market trade, blah 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 blah. There's no better way to do it than to have. You see, the app is all we need. We don't have to be traveling here and there, blah blah blah. A lot of things have come to play to make business transaction and all this and services accessible to us no matter where we are in the world. So it's about time that we develop an app where people are signed on, people sign on to showcase their skills. When I'm talking about skills, I'm talking about music. I'm not talking about music and dance. That's not my focus now. We've been doing that from way back. Whether we go and play soccer, we go and play football, Samajan and Koka and dance. So please, that's not my focus. It's not about music. It's not about all those things. Please, those things they're already making it. We know, yes, people are making it, whatever. What we need urgently right now is skills, and I mean real skills, real African skills that have been acquired from our ancestors, that need to be developed, that need to be modified to meet the modern times. Skills that our brothers and sisters in the various areas of the country, some in the villages or whatever, they are developing stuff. You see, it's about time that we stop allowing, we stop developing just anything, whether or not it's to meet the demands. You see that people are developers. They develop, go and build something that is of no use. Yeah, you will get the applause. People will clap for you that yeah, you're able to develop this thing. Wow, this. But nobody will come and buy because after all, you cannot go and develop a certain car that looks like the Jaguar, the Hondas, and all those stuff, and it moves like it moves like as a car, but nobody will come. Hardly will people come to you and say, "Come to purchase that one from you," even though you admire, they'll clap for you. But that's the problem you're having with some of our well-known developer. We all know him because they develop so many things that mean nothing to our demands. Imagine now we go to the cocoa farm, we go to the rice farm, we go to the maize farm, we go to this farm, we go to the sugar cane farm, we go to this farm, we go here. You say, okay, you know what? Looking at how you do your farming, I think I've got the best idea to help you produce more, preserve more, recycle more, and even the charge that you get from it, we can use it to do this, and this will help the environment to do this. Now, you bring this thing out, you know that it is practical. We know that, okay, this thing is needed because our cocoa produce is declining now, and able to produce enough cocoa. And we produce so much cocoa because of the labor force. Because the labor force is less, we have to go and sit down and then crack the cocoa pod and bring out the fruit and all those stuff. It takes so much time. People get tired and able to do much. Well, this is it. I can develop this system or this gadget that can help you, that when you're able to, once you plug it, you just drop it in, it cracks the pod, it separates the pod from the fruit, it does this on the go. By the time you get to the final tree, you finish processing it, and it's been reserved into, it's been placed in a reservoir somewhere, but it can just be moved into a sack or something. We are actually meeting our demands, and it's helping us with productivity. You go the same with the maize. Okay, you know what? I've got a machine that once you plug the maize, you put it in, it separates the maize from the husk. It does this. Very good. Now you process it down. The husk, what can the husk be used for? Even on the farm, there's something that you can use to do, probably create a shed or do something that helps. Okay, now this is what we are going to do. Okay, you know what? There's a school farm here. We build a school farm over here. Now we can turn this to the biofuel. You can turn this to water to plant this. We do this. Okay, now so let's do this. Okay, the chaff is used for this. Okay, biofuel. Okay, biogas. The biogas is going to be used to power this. Do this. Listen, we are in a state of emergency. Yes, indeed, we need to make money, but aside that, let's take it as our responsibility as citizens. It gets to a point that we have to come on board. You know, during Rawlings' time, we did the 70, I don't know the 79 during that time. I was not born by then, but it's clear, documentaries, videos, and our parents and all those who were there at that time will tell us that we got to a point that people had to stop looking at it from the profit point of view and start looking at whatever they are doing as the national development point of view. What do we do to develop the nation, to bring the nation back on her feet? So people even had to stop schooling, had to now go and carry sacks of cocoa and all that for export. People had to now go and learn skills. Farming, people had to get to the farm. Even though people had to go to school, they left school at the point in time. They had to shadow their time. That in fact, at this point in time, this school, they had to go to the farm. Even if schools will now have to own farms, that's at the point in time, even the students, if it's senior high school or junior high school, they have to have something that the skills, they go out there. If it's siesta time, or probably when back in school, we have days that we go for reading and all those stuff. It's about time that we now do something for the national development, that the schools have their own farm that produces certain crops that is going to be shipped or moved into the national coffee, or is being sold back, and probably this school is able to produce this number of this bag of maize, and it is sold, and the proceeds part of the proceeds go to the development of the school, or how do you call it, sustainability of that school. Something goes into the school, so the school does this school does this school does this, these people they do this company does this. I think it's about time that as part of our national development, we dedicate a day of the week or a week on our calendar, whatever it is, to national issues, national stuff, that we all go out there. It's about cleaning the job. The companies have a specific day that they all go out there, and there's community service, like real community service. It's about time to dedicate days for this. this is not the main, what I'm talking about right now. It's not the main purpose for this particular discussion. This particular discussion is solely about creating an app, a platform whereby we can what? Sign people up. We can sign inventions up. We can sign innovators, creative stuff on, so that people that it will be readily accessible to people who need their services. It's about time we meet our people halfway, the farmers, the fishermen, the market women. We have to do things differently. We have to do things differently. It is shameful that we fold our arms here. We got engineers, we got whatever, mechanics, we got people going to school doing all this, but we are never able to develop anything that can help us to do things differently and much more efficiently. Believe you me, if we begin to invest more into our agriculture, whereby we know very well that in fact there is enough accommodation or job for the youth in agriculture, that they get to the farm, they do this, just like the youth are going and digging and destroying our water bodies in our lands because they are trying to make ends meet. The same way, if you create the job opportunities in the farms and the factories and even apps, that even the youth will go in search, they will hit the ground running, going in search of opportunities. And when they're able to bring out this opportunity, there's a cut for them, there's a commission for them. If this youth is able to go out there and then go and then market this particular invention to a particular farmer or farm or the market woman or whatever, and once they're able to come on board, there is what, and there's a commission for this particular person. He doesn't need to go and then be digging the ground, risking his life, going into tunnels that will cave in and they will die. It will be much more easier for us, and it will be productive for us, and it will be environmentally free, and it will still be developing our country. The digging of our land is causing a lot more havoc. There are other countries that do not have gold. They don't have oil, but they are developing. Some are developing purely on what? Even rice farm. Go to places like Thailand and co. We're talking about what? Malaysia, that had their independence same time as us. They developed on what? Oil palm. That was their main focus. And listen, let's make no mistake. Africa is the bread basket of the world. Agriculture, organic stuff. It's about time we become innovative. Listen, we are here. I just have to mention their name. China, they've come. Listen, they've been digging, they've been taking the gold, the blah blah. Yes, and they say we are giving them the go ahead, of course, because nobody can walk into your house and then just start doing things in your house if you're not giving them the go ahead. Now see, they are producing cocoa. There's Gary, they are trending. And these are things that needs skills to do. Things that on a daily basis, cocoa, people see, we feed on it, we eat. People, the eat produce, we eat from it. Gary, where it's coming from? Obviously, people will depend on it. If we stop looking at this gold, because see, listen, with time, the value of gold, and we cannot be digging gold forever. Gold doesn't replenish itself. With time, we will not be leading the producers of gold. We will not be leading when it comes to gold. But whilst we get there and not becoming leaders, our land and water bodies will have been destroyed. Let's stop focusing on the old stuff. That now is becoming distracting to us, because now it has become notorious, and notorious how do you call it? Venture. That's what is into now. It's destroying our water, but the thing that at least can give us some peace and probably tourist attraction is all been destroyed. Let's focus more on agriculture. Let's give a chance to develop it. Like I'm saying, there's a lot of things we can do. I'm calling on all of us. I know a lot of you view this quietly, secretly. I don't need to come to me, but I'll love it if anyone is. There are a lot of developers here. You develop a lot of things. Like you call yourself app developers and all that. You're just there waiting. Some of them share their flyers waiting. I've got people sending me some link. Sorry, I don't really open click on links because I can't trust the links because you already know what hackers are doing on social media. But then I get people saying that contact this person for your app, contact this person for. When is that person going to contact himself to develop apps that we will readily depend on? When are we going to challenge ourselves and stop waiting on customers to come and start creating that which will make people now come and say, I want this? Once upon a time, no one cared about cars. It wasn't even a thought that someone developed a car and we say, oh wow, we will need a car. Once upon a time, the bulb didn't matter to us. Nobody cared about bulb. It didn't even come to mind till someone developed the bulb. Same with electricity. Same with phones. Same with the internet. Same with the SIM. Same with credit card. Same with everything. Somebody has to come. You see, you look at the needs of the people, the need of the environment where you are. What is the immediate need that people are lacking, but they've not come up with a plan or a solution to it. People have gone to adapt to that deficiency or that need because they've not thought of finding a solution. They don't thought of the fact that there could be an easier way of doing this thing. Now you sit down, you analyze, you critically think about it. I'm a developer. What do I do? I can make the people depend on what I'll develop, and people will now see the need to fall on that to make things much more efficient, effective, and less time consuming. Saving cost, saving time, and so many things. We have to stop being lazy and waiting for people to say, I want this. Someone can want a website that they can, and somebody say, even people if you can say, that one there, I can't, I've not done it before. I don't think, no. People also like to go out for things that are already in existence. That they say, okay, I want this. Everybody say, okay, yeah. Now it's fugu. So the designers all want to do fugu. They say, okay, okay, everybody wants to do it. No, it doesn't keep you in the market. It doesn't make you the market. Do you want to be in the market or you want to be the market? There are two things: to be in the market or to be the market. If you want to be in the market, then keep doing things the old way and always be chasing what is trending. If you want to be the market, then look out for the problems in society and create solutions for it. You become the business. You become the market. You become the development. You become that brand. It's not going to be about the money you make. It's about what you developed. That's why today we celebrate the Steve Jobs, the Mark Zuckerberg, we celebrate the Bill Gates. It's not because of the money they are making. The money is just something that some people are celebrating them for. That's what they've chosen. They don't consider I will calculate my money for me. And when they come, they are not talking about their money. I don't know last time you heard Mark Zuckerberg talking about his net worth or whatever he's making. When it comes online or what he's being interviewed, he's talking about Facebook and how he's able to develop new stuff, blah, blah, blah. That is where we should get to. You see, these people out there don't talk about their money. They don't talk about what the proceeds they are making, the interest they are making. They always try to make us understand that they are doing something. There's something they are introducing to society, to humanity, that is going to make things easier. That is what your subconscious is looking to hear. How do you help me to solve this problem? You're not going to tell me that how much are you charging me for solving it? No. How are you able to help me solve this problem? That is it. Once you're able to help me solve this problem, obviously I'll know that I have to pay for it. That's what these people do. They come and tell you that we can solve this problem. Obviously, it's not going to be for free. You buy the solution, you realize that in fact you are paying for the solution. And you see, they give you services. You depend on them, you sign on to them, you become loyal to them, you buy into their business, you buy into their products. You don't buy their products, you buy into their products. Africans must move. We need to move away from selling stuff to what? Selling ideas for people to buy into. When people buy into your stuff, they can't go up because you have created a world. They are now part of your world. That is it. And royalty always comes to you. They don't pay you off one time. That's why on the internet, we accept the internet constantly. We are paying for it because we bought into the idea of using the internet. We are always on Facebook because you bought into the idea of being on Facebook. We've not bought Facebook. So it's about time. Start to think critically. Start thinking outside the box. And I'm challenging all of us again. Go all out there. Scout for the ones who are developing stuff. Now go look around you. There are people, a lot of middlemen, people who cannot even develop, but they are the ones who are owning those businesses because what they've gone and they've tried to look for the problems society, and they know the solution. They've gone to people who can tailor make things that will meet those demands and those problems and solve those problems. Go all out there. If you find a problem, go to the developers who are not going out ready to go outside, but they are sitting in their homes and developing with the machines and gadgets. Go to them, draw the plan for them, tell them I need you to do this. If you don't have the money to, if you don't have the money, tell them about the business plan, how it will bring money to all of you, and have a percentage. Come to an agreement that I'm doing this, we are doing this is this, and this partnership. Let's think more about partnership and a collaboration more than competition. That's one other thing. Let's think about collaboration rather than competition. So I talked about what? Let's come up with what? A brand that will make people buy into our idea rather than to buy our ideas or buy our products. I also said that what? Let's think of being the market rather than being in the market. And again, I said what? Let's think more about collaboration rather than competition. Because that's what will take us there. The greed, trying to make money quickly, it wouldn't help us. Let's think about building a solid brand. Let the brand be solid. Once it be solid and people trust in your brand, trust me, they'll pay anything for it. No one will bargain with you. Nobody comes to bargain with Zuckerberg over Facebook. They keep blocking, but we are waiting. When they block you, you wait till they unblock you and then you come online again. Nobody goes to bargain with how do you call it? Bill Gates over Microsoft. That hey, this one this Microsoft you released there. Please can you reduce? No. You are already you are in it. It's like the air you breathe. Africans, my fellow youth, it falls on us. I'm begging you. Let not just be a talk shop or talk show. Politicians, let them do their things. Like I said, let us build our own system that will cushion us for tomorrow. The time starts now. The time is now. We have to start doing it now. Let's start to harness our ideas, our skills, our know-how, our creativity. Let's harness it. Let's collaborate. The era of that cheap competition is over because we are in competition in a slum, in a gutter, in the mud. Nothing. Nobody sees nothing. Like nothing. There's nothing to be competitive about. We rather need to be cooperative and collaborate to come out of the slums and then the mud. Please, I'm begging you people. I'm not saying bring anything to me or there's a cat in it for me. Go all out there. Scout. Most of us are there. Probably are not working, not gorgeous. Some of us are working, but we are looking elsewhere. You have the opportunity to go all out there. Some of you have been traveling the country here and there, always going to tourist sites. When you get to a tourist site, what can be done differently? How can we package this tourist site? What can we do more to make it something that's going to not just give us large, but it's going to generate more than the income, do more for us, put us on the map. What can we do differently? Is there something that can be done? The gadgets, what do we do? Those videography, photography, all those who are into all those, what can we do differently? Like, come up with something. Let's challenge ourselves, please. Today, I've spoken about coming up with a platform, and I've given us things, ideas, and certain codes of ethics to keep us going. I've spoken a lot, and I hope and I believe that anyone who listens to me picked up something and will go out there and then we'll do something. It will be nice, it will be lovely, it will be interactive, it will be forthcoming, it will be I don't know, it will be lovable if feedback gets to me that, oh yeah, Charlie, we've done this. So we know that we are on a round table, we are coming up with something, we discuss something, we talk about something. Okay, this ABCD has been done. Okay, this is the next step. Let's collaborate. This competition and hate and all that is not helping. The divisiveness is not helping. Let's collaborate. Let's do something. Let's shock the world. Let's shock the world because we can do something. I hate to see the youth investing their time, energy on useless stuff, diabolic and foolish stuff that the older people who are not thinking of our generation are using us for. It's about time that we cut ourselves off. We cut that umbilical cord of stupidity. We cut it off, try to create our own world and do something for ourselves. It's not about politics, it's not about these people, it's about creating something that we all are comfortable. We don't need to think of who is the leader before we can get further. Whether A or B, whether it's a monkey or it's a dog or it's a chimpanzee from the zoo that has been placed on the leadership seat, we don't mind, because we are okay. We are self-sustainable. We are moving. We are things. The structure is there. The system is working. It's moving. Please, if you see an idea even outside that you think that we can repackage, rebrand, do it in a different way that will help us to meet the demands here, it's not a problem. After all, they say, well, there's nothing new under the sun. Rebrand it, repackage it, make it down, because after all, they've come to pick a lot from us and taking it away. So if you can see similar stuff that we think we can repackage, rebrand, and you make it our own, put our name on it, and put it to work, it will help us develop. Well, so be it. Let's get to work, please. Let's get to work.